at the same time, we're gonna sit our body through in this way. Don't worry about locking your hands yet. You can have your arms open here. We wanna bring our hand up as high as we can get it here. We can always just step this leg out. And now, whether you choose to stay with the guillotine or you choose to unlock it and turn this into a pin, you're still good. The guillotine is a fantastic technique. Today we're gonna look at how we can do it from the top of the half guard. Most of the time when we're on the top of the half guard, our goal is to pass the guard, okay? And in most cases, in a lot of cases, that's gonna be your primary objective here. We have to get our trap leg free. If you can get your trap leg free, even if you can just get your knee free here, now you're in a much better place and you're on your way to passing your partner's guard, okay? But there are gonna be times where your partner traps your leg. Okay, here he's using a figure 4, that's not uncommon here. If he was using a knee shield, it would be a little bit different, okay? We would have to probably clear this out. So we're gonna start from a situation where your partner's locking a classic half guard, figure 4 like this. Most of the time our objective is to get close to our partner, chest to chest, but there are gonna be times where either because of frames like this, or because you're electing to play back a little bit, you wanted to separate, maybe your partner was gripping you in a way that you didn't like, you're gonna find yourself in a situation where there's space between you. Okay, whenever we see this, we're gonna take our partner's top arm, we're gonna clear it out of the way. Just put your hand on your partner's elbow and pull it down, okay? Then this arm, the one that's closer to your partner's head, normally it's a cross-face arm. What we're gonna do is take it up and over the top. When you reach your arm up over the top, it's very important that your body pivots as well. So don't try to reach your arm through and keep your head facing this way, okay? This is no good. Now our partner takes their arm through, it's very difficult to wrap your arm. We're gonna clear this arm down, and then we're gonna take our arm and we're gonna shoot it through. The goal is to get it around our partner's neck, and at the same time, we're gonna sit our body through in this way. So we are tilting down onto the left hip. We wanna make sure that our toes are on the mat here. So if you're just falling down this way, your partner can often use that momentum to come up. And even though it looks like you have a guillotine here, it's actually very, very difficult for you to finish it. So it's not really a good gamble. Okay, when we go to shoot our arm through here, we wanna sit down, we wanna put our toes on the mat. So as he goes to come up, we can use our toes as a little bit of purchase on the floor and we can drive forward here. All right. So our left hand here, this is the one that was going around our partner's neck. We're gonna take this arm, we're gonna bring it as high up as we possibly can, okay? Don't worry about locking your hands yet. You can have your arms open here. We wanna bring our hand up as high as we can get it. Then we're gonna lock our hands. When you lock your hands, don't make a big movement with your elbow. Just take your two hands in and lock like this. Your right hand is gonna control your left hand here. We're gonna close our elbows. Now we're gonna turn our body over. When we go to turn our body over, essentially what we're doing is taking our hands up towards our chest, and we're gonna turn and put our head back down on the floor. The idea here is that our partner's head is kind of squashed between our ribs and our bicep. Okay, so if we just stay in this position where our head doesn't touch the floor, you can see he has some movement with his head. Okay, he can kind of straighten his body out and alleviate the pressure. What we want to do is we want to put our head down on the floor. That's going to cover his head and make it very difficult for him to adjust. Then from here, we can take our hands high, close our elbow, and we can squeeze, and you get a very quick finish here. There is an element of balance here where you are often having to contend with your partner pushing, pulling, turning this way, bridging you up over the top. Just remember that once your hands are locked, if your head is on the floor, you have good base, you got good balance, and then if your partner ever opens their legs, you're free to take this leg out. So in a situation where we're here in a half guard, we clear the arm, we come up over the top, and we lock our hands. Once we're here, if I ever feel like my partner is unlocking their legs to kind of bridge and come up here, we can always just step this leg out. And now, whether you choose to stay with the guillotine or you choose to unlock it and turn this into a pin, you're still good. Okay? If, on the other hand, once we're here, our partner starts to, again, bridge up into us, we can use our left foot to push and take our body back over our partner. If we feel like our partner is driving us out in this way, like trying to turn their body out in this direction, that's not going to help them very much. We're just going to put our hand on the floor, bring our hands high, and then from here we have the finish. So once you get comfortable with this, you can start to find opportunities, not just to look to pass the guard, but also to start to threaten the strangles immediately. Whether you finish or not, this is a great strategy if you're having a lot of trouble passing half guard, because it tends to open things up for you. When your partner feels like they're legitimately under threat, a lot of times those frames start to disappear. They begin to pay attention to what's going on with the strangle, they put their hands up high, and then from there it's more difficult for them to prevent the pass. So you've got a lot of good strategies in there just by covering your partner's head. Make sure you're taking care of your balance and you're keeping weight on your partner. Thanks so much for watching. If you have questions or comments, leave them down below. And we've got some other things down there, some stuff that we've been up to. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.